Hey, greetings everybody. It is Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. We left off with a short one called Whispers of the Dead, and it was, like I mentioned, like a bait and switch where they have convinced the Shadowmoon clan to unite against the Draenei by both getting in Ner'zhul's head and pretending to be his dead wife, and then using the power of the fell magic to banish or lock down the ancestral spirits that the orcs and draenei could talk to, and replacing them with fake visions. So stay a while and listen to this one. It's called The Forging of the Horde. We're finally going to get the Horde. Over a number of weeks, the orc chieftains gradually arrived at Oshugun. Grommash Hellscream, Kilrog Deadeye, Kargath Bladefist, Blackhand, Fenris, and other famed leaders took their places in the Crystal Mountain's shadow. The Frostwolf chieftain Durotan was there as well. He had come with his mate Draka and his clan's elder shaman Drekthar. Oh, so there's Draka. She's mentioned. She's super cool, famous Warcraft character. For Durotan, the meeting at Oshugun was a rare opportunity to speak with his old friend Orgrim Doomhammer, who had become Chieftain Blackhand's second-in-command. In recent years, clan responsibilities had prevented them from meeting regularly. As Durotan and Orgrim rekindled their bond, the elder shaman Ner'zhul finally appeared to address the assembled orcs. He told them of Rulkan's prophetic warning about the future and of other unsettling things he had learned. The Draenei were responsible for the elemental unease and the Red Pox outbreak. Their slaughter of the Bladewind clan's main settlement was only a precursor, a sign of more death to come. The Draenei sought to annihilate all orcs. Yet there was still hope to avert doom. If the clans put aside their differences and joined forces, they could destroy the Draenei and save the world. Ner'zhul knew this was much to ask of the orcs, a race unaccustomed to unification. He gave the chieftains a full day and night to consider his words. The orcs debated the elder shaman's proposal deep into the night. Warmongering chieftains like Grommash, Blackhand, and Kargath supported unification. Ever since news of the Bladewind massacre had reached them, they had become wary of the Draenei. Yet others were not so eager for bloodshed. One of the most outspoken critics of war was Chieftain Zagrel of the White Claw clan. He did not believe slaughtering the Draenei would make life better. On the contrary, it might anger the elements even more. And I guess the Bladewind is part of the Gorgrond zone. So the Blackhand and the Blackrock tribe, they would be the ones most disturbed by them being defeated. Durotan was of a similar opinion. Years ago, he and Orgrim had crossed paths with the Draenei and taken shelter in one of their cities. The orcs had even met and spoken with their mysterious leader, Velen. Would those same peaceful creatures make war on the orcs? What did they hope to gain by doing so? Had their earlier hospitality merely been a ruse to learn more about his race? Though he felt conflicted, Durotan was in no position to question the ancestral spirit's wisdom. If they saw the Draenei as a threat, so it was. Other shaman, including Drekthar, revealed that they too had received visions from the ancestors that confirmed Ner'zhul's claims. As discussion continued, Gul'dan stalked among the clan leaders. He knew that the other orcs considered him a weakling due to his physical ailments, and he used that to his advantage. He openly championed Ner'zhul's cause, and he welcomed the prospect of war. In doing so, Gul'dan made the choice of uniting a matter of honor. If even a wretch like him was willing to fight and die for the clans, then anyone who rejected unity would be seen as a coward. Gul'dan's manipulations won many of the orcs to Ner'zhul's side, but not everyone. He took note of Zagrel and the others who stubbornly opposed unity. He would not forget their names. He made a little list. At dawn, the orcs came together to cast their votes. Nearly every chieftain agreed to unite. From that day forward, they would be known as the Horde. It's cool. The Doomhammer Prophecy. Orgrim bore a weapon known as the Doomhammer, which had been passed down through his family for generations. An ancient prophecy was associated with this legendary artifact. It was said that the last of the Doomhammer line would use it to bring salvation and then doom to the orcs. Afterward, the weapon would pass into the hands of an orc not of the Blackrock clan. This new wielder would then use the Doomhammer for a cause of justice. It says Orgrim bore it, but in the picture it looked like Blackhand bore it. So that's interesting. Unless that thing that Blackhand had wasn't exactly the Doomhammer. But I think it was. And perhaps Blackhand is like handed it down to Orgrim. It's interesting to see. All right, so we have the Horde, finally the birth of it. Now, they don't have any other side races yet. They don't have the trolls teamed up with them. Although that may happen before we know by Warcraft 2 they have teamed up with them. Well, there are no trolls here, so they couldn't. Same thing, there are no goblins yet. There are no Tauren here. The Forsaken won't exist for quite some time. So, for now, the Horde is just orcs. All right, another episode in the Pipes 5x5. I thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch everybody on the next episode, Lore of Warcraft.